Hello everybody. So I have to first off start by apologizing because I said I was going to do this video on Monday, and Monday happened and it was Labor Day. So I decided instead of doing it yesterday, I was just going to do it today. So we are talking, last week I talked about the case against starting with cereal for little ones. So if you didn't hear that one, go back and watch it. So today we are talking about really when should we start food with our little ones, what's kind of the optimal time, and then some foods to consider starting with instead of cereal. So the magic age is actually right around 7 months. And this is because that tongue thrust reflex should really be disappearing. They have really good head control by now. They kind of have this good fist grip. They're really developing that pincer grip. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. And they should be able to actually sit up unassisted. So it shouldn't be where you are having to prop them up or put them in something for them to eat. They should actually be able to sit up by themselves. Some will even say they should be really almost close to crawling. Right around that 7 month time period. The other thing too is when it goes back to like the cereal and all these things, like the digestive enzymes that have developed now in their gut to really break down those foods. So 7 months is actually probably right around the time that you want to start introducing food, which is the best time like for their gut and stuff. So introduce foods. One of the best things advices that we had ever gotten right before we had kids was really to start off with one food and introduce it for a week. And before you start adding, say, a second thing in. So if you are going to start, avocados is a great one. So if you introduce avocados, stick with only avocados for a week. Because if they're going to have a reaction to a food, it's going to be super easy to pinpoint what food that was that they had a reaction to. So one food for a week. I think the medical community usually says about 4 days, but if you can make it a week, awesome. So I really dislike when they have like all these foods mixed together right away, because you're like, okay, there's 3 different things. So what thing are they having the reaction to? If they do have a reaction, say they have a skin reaction and they break out or whatever, then you're going to know exactly what food it is if you're only doing one at a time. So what we always did, some foods that you can start with are going to be things like avocados are great. Avocados are really good. You can get them. They can grab them and put them in their mouth, so you can cube them up. Sweet potatoes are great because you can cook them, you can steam them, you can make them into little cubes. Now remember, they're 7 months by this time. So little cubes. The other thing you can do is make them into like fries, so they're easy to grab and easy for them to bite onto. They can even do some red meat. So the great thing with like the avocados and the red meat and stuff is you're getting a lot of that good fat, which is so good for growth and development. Raw meat can be a great source of iron for these little ones. The other thing too, with, like I said, avocados, great fat. Usually kids aren't going to have many reactions to a lot of those foods. But we a lot of times started with more of the vegetables, just us personally. That was easy for us to do. You absolutely can do, some will say, I've read, starting with like egg yolk. So like being able to like make an egg over easy, and then you have like a little spoon that you can dip into that egg yolk and have them try a little bit of that. Egg whites, sometimes you can get more allergic reactions, so kind of hold off on that. But a great book to reference is always Baby-Led Weaning is so great. You guys, it's so easy. It's so much easier. These kids, a lot of times, people will be like, well, they're so interested. Like they really want the food that's on the table when they're, say, 3 months, 4 months. The longer you wait, you guys, way better for the baby, for their gut and everything else, especially when it comes to digestion, but also like allergies and things like that. If you can wait till that 7-month time period, all the better. I know they think they want it, but they don't know. They just see everybody else eating it. So yes, there's probably some interest, but it's not always the best thing for them. So reference that. Baby-led weaning is great, but some of those quick and easy things, like I said, the avocado, sometimes like there's different red meats that you can try. There's the sweet potatoes are super easy. All the squash, pumpkin, things like that are easy. They're a little sweeter, but they're not super sweet like some of the fruit, although I've had tons of people start with fruit. So, but really the cereals, not good. It's not good for their digestion or anything else. So we kind of skip that as much as we could with daycares and stuff. So if you have a mom who's introducing food, please, please, please share. And like I said, reference that book, Baby-Led Weaning is a great, great reference if you want to learn more about really what to be feeding your child and how to prep him. So take care, you guys. I hope you guys all had an awesome Labor Day weekend and have a great start to the week. So take care. Bye.